Kitchen Inn. And the time is from 12 to 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Chapman.
I just want to let everyone know that we are hosting a coffee with the council person on the 7th of October at noon at Cameo Love Market. We're buying coffee. Come on out and ask questions and give us your thoughts and ideas. And on October 8th is the Sunset Lake and Park cleanup at 10 o'clock, and everyone will meet on Bond and Sunset. That's it.
Thank you. Councilmember Lee.
Yes, there is a nationwide blood shortage. And this Saturday, the Qualified Committee and St. Stephen's Church are having a blood drive. And so we're asking people to please consider donating blood. And coming out, you can call and make an appointment, so you don't have to wait. And the number is 800 Red Cross. Make your appointment, and you'll be taken care of immediately. St. Stephen's is located at 1001 Springwood Avenue, and the blood drive is from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then on October 7th, the Quality of Life Committee is sponsoring the Asbury Park Community Festival. And it's going to be a great day. We're having both food and clothing giveaways. If you are interested in a clothing giveaway, I have passes, and they're good for up to 4 people in your family. There'll be free haircuts for children, and one very exciting is the Colgate is providing their bus, and they're doing free dental investigations for children. In order for your child to qualify, there is a form that you have to sign that gives them permission. And there will be entertainment, petting zoos, any number of activities for the family. So please come out. It's Saturday, October 7th from 12 to 4. Thank you.
Thank you. We're now in public participation. I have a motion to open the meeting to, I'm sorry, Council. Madam the City Manager.
I have one thing, Lisa, thank you. I was just notified by the Monmouth County Health Department of the following case of hepatitis A here in Asbury Park. They responded to a call at Cardinal Provisions located at 513 Banks Avenue for a tested positive case of hepatitis A. Mercer Monmouth County Health Department is asking staff that anyone that visited the establishment during the time from September 7th through 10th, the 12th, 14th, 17th, 19th, or 21st, to be aware of any symptoms and contact the health department or their local doctor should they have any concerns. There's a full press release on the city's website, and there's also on the Monmouth County Health Department website. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Madam City Attorney.
Nothing at this time.
Thank you. We're now in public participation. We have a motion to open the vote. Move it. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Public participation portion is now open. Any member of the public who wishes to speak, please use the microphone. State your name and address for the record. There will be a 3-minute time limit for each speaker. Again, your name and address for the record. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Keith Roosevelt, my wife Hillary Roosevelt. We live at 303 First Avenue. Our reason for being here is something that's probably come up years even before we moved here. We moved here in 2018, and it's the property across the street from us, which is 302 First Avenue, Del Monte. It has its history of problems. And we knew when we bought it that there was what we bought into. We had a level of tolerance, but our breaking point has come. And I'd like to bring up some things. Some things are not probably at the town level, but I need to address them almost as a moral obligation. Besides the fact that it's still roach infested and bed bug infested, we are also noticing that children are living there now. Again, probably not something that the town can do, but I think it needs to be addressed, especially since we know that there are registered sex offenders there. and that is easy to look up. That's an interior problem, right? So that doesn't really necessarily affect me, although it is troublesome. Our problem is lately what's going on the exterior. There definitely is more noise than ever there was before. Again, I have tolerance, I get it. But 2 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, I guess, I shouldn't have to keep calling the police. And everyone says, just keep calling the police. Well, I feel that's not fair to the police. It's not fair to my family. The other day, when we called, we heard one of the gentlemen say, well, if they want to hear real noise, I'm going to bang on their door and give them real noise. That was one of the tipping points for me. Now, I'm starting to feel a little threatened. I know that the Delmont has a history of problems, but help us get a starting point as to either cleaning it up, shutting it down, something to move it in a direction that is compatible for everyone. You know, I'm open, but it's getting to the point where it's too much. We found, you know, the needles starting to come up on the sidewalk. There was one, but the child thing really kind of tipped us. The noise thing is tipping us. You know, I don't want to move. We just moved here. We love it here. And one of our neighbors just moved, and pretty much for that reason. He's somebody who has kind of fought against, or tried to get that place shut down. And again, I'm not saying necessarily shut down, but move it in a direction that I think we all could you know, enjoy. Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, and nobody up here is going to disagree with you. The problem is, part of the problem is that we'll be on the phone tomorrow with our state representatives. We, the city employees, cannot go into the building. It's managed by DCA. Years ago, you might have been here at the time, we tried to get all of our inspectors, be it fire, code, everybody in the building. And 2 DCA employees were on the court saying, you come in more Western. So they will not let the city into the building. So it's like a catch-22, but it's getting that bad. I know Don will probably be on the phone tomorrow. I'll be on the phone with Senator Bill Powell. Same thing happened up in the town, I would say Marlboro, the people in town, where the same thing happened and they had the same problem. And then both towns like yelled so much, we got some level of steadiness, but now it's going like this again. I apologize, and we'll do as much as we can, as quick as we can. And thank you for bringing it to our
Is there anything I
attention.
can do on my end? That really just
Truthfully, like, I know it's a pain in the neck, calling the police does help because it helps us to go to
You have a
the.
record, it's a call every time.
Yeah,
Don't
just
feel
because it
bad.
helps us to convince the state senators and assembly people, hey, we're not making this up, here are all the complaints. So it does help. I know it's a pain in the neck, and especially if you feel threatened by the police.
Yeah, and about 6 months ago, we did send a bunch of letters and emails to the governor's aide, so that was on their radar. I'll follow up with Alex and see what happened with that.
He's no longer with the governor.
Oh, I won't call Alex, I'll reach out to somebody else.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
But thank you for bringing it to our attention. Thank you.
No, you-
Hi, Rita Morano. I also have a complaint as usual. My granddaughter was parked on the day of the event that we had here, and she got 2 tickets, not 1. So I started on Monday, and I was real nice, because I know I could get nasty. On Tuesday, I called again. I called the city manager, I called the police chief, I called the deputy chief, and all of them were on pilot. And then Wednesday, I started to get a little angry, and I called again. And nobody's home. And then on Thursday, I was very nasty, I'm sorry to say. But somebody in the police department, you get a machine from the secretary, and she tells you that the deputy chief is not there, but he'll return the call shortly. They use that word. And then the police chief wasn't there. Then the city manager wasn't there, but she called me back on Thursday. I didn't call anymore, I just had it. So she got the ticket, 2 tickets, 2 different ones, and my granddaughter was not in violation, so we took a picture. I called the parking, I forgot his name, I'm sorry.
James,
And,
who's here with us?
yeah, well, I have the picture and I have the tickets, but she was nowhere near the yellow line. So then we discovered that the yellow line was longer than it should be, and it was marked with white paint, but they were still giving tickets. It's 25 feet from the curb, right?
25
From
feet
the walk, yeah.
Crosswalk, right.
Yeah. So I do have the pictures, I do have the tickets, I don't know what else to do.
So Rita, had you called me back, I would have told you, you just submit that we add up online, it says tickets to City of Asbury Park, submit all the information, it'll be reviewed, and if it was given by mistake, the ticket will be dismissed.
Oh,
And we
okay.
can help you with that. James is here tonight, he can certainly help you do that, okay?
Okay, that's good.
All right?
And
Thank
that's
you.
my complaint.
Okay, thank you.
We'll have 30 seconds.
But can I say, my 3 minutes are enough, right? I just wanted to say, maybe you should take all the phones out of this building, because nobody answers them.
That
Nobody.
would be a great idea.
You still have 15 seconds.
No, then you'd have the receptionist take the call.
Thank you, Rita. And again, anything like that,
They call me at home.
you don't have to wait for a council meeting. And again, they say, I really called you back and told you exactly what to do. There was other people with similar complaints, some tickets were given out wrong, and they did the process, and the tickets were taken care of, because they, same
They
thing.
did respond back, I did send them, and they told me I'd have to go to court.
Okay, so that probably means that they couldn't alleviate it on the spot, that there was no reason, there was a reason, a valid reason to give the ticket. That's why they're asking you to go to court.
Okay, that's confusing, so I'll talk to you later, just because some other people,
Well, if someone gets a ticket because they're parked somewhere, I'm not gonna.
okay,
Go ahead, James.
okay.
Just so you're all aware, it is striped for 50 feet from the crosswalk at the moment. It's yellow for 50 feet from the crosswalk. From before we changed it to 25 feet. The paint was never changed, so it's still 25 foot, no parking zone. We've been waiting for the 8th Avenue project to go through to change it back to 25.
So do they still have to go to court then? All right, why don't we talk, James will
Yeah.
reach out to you
Yes.
tomorrow.
And we know those white lines are there, James.
Yes,
But we were parked way behind it.
understood.
Yeah, and it's our, all right,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hi, Ernest Mingoli, 710 Northeast 7th Street, Boynton Beach, Florida. I'm a former resident of Deal Lake Drive, 400 Sandhaven, for 15 years. And so I follow all the meetings, even though I'm out of state, and I find it hard to believe that in a city with 16,000 known people and maybe 10,000 unknown people living here, that most of the time the meetings are empty. And then when Rita Morano shows up, you're like, oh, thank God Rita showed up. There's no public here. The reason there's no public here is because you can't ask questions, you can't get answers, you can't get law enforcement, you can't get fire code enforcement, you can't get building enforcement, you can't get anything. And then people just keep coming in and eventually they give up. How many times or for how many years have people come in and explained about the Del Monte, or explained about the crime at the public schools, or explained about the crime at the bars, or at the hotels? And it's always the same answer. Oh, we can't go in, we don't have any authority. Or when there's violence in the schools, oh, we have nothing to do with the schools. I don't know where these answers come from. They're ridiculous. I work with a lot of the state monitors, and the public school system in Asbury is one of the worst in the country. The most expensive and the worst. And the answer always, when I'm watching on the day after I watch the videos, oh, we have nothing to do with the public schools. I never heard a mayor and commission ever say that they have nothing to do with the public schools in their town or their city. I mean, that is just beyond what kind of answer that is. And then, whatever it is about crime, there's always a thing where you call the police and most of the time they don't answer. When they do answer, it's always a voicemail. You leave oh, please leave a message, this is the chief, we'll call you back as soon. He never calls back. I mean, nobody knows where the chief is. Nobody knows. Nobody ever sees him. When there's crime going on and shootings and stuff out in the street, nobody knows. Where is the police chief? Half the people don't know who it is. And what's even more ironic is that when people try and have this brought out into the open, we become the subject of retaliation, targeting, and horrible things. You know, I'm probably one of the premier people, but that's beside the point. There's a lot of other people here who wind up getting tickets and this and that. I mean, please. Asbury Park needs a nice, good Operation Big Rig 2 federal investigation again. That's what it needs. Can I get another 5 minutes?
Next.
No?
Next.
Oh, no. You know, I gotta go to Long Branch now. You gonna miss me?
Your time's up, sir.
Oh,
Anybody else like to be heard? If not, motion to close.
that's it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public participation portion is now closed. Thank you. We're now on to the minutes. I have the executive meeting minutes and regular meeting minutes of the September 13th meeting. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We're now on to individual resolutions. I have resolution 2023-447, a resolution approving payment of bills.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Uh,
Resolution 2023-419 is a resolution to adjust sewer charges on various accounts.
Move it. Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
This is a resolution that was tabled from September 13th meeting. This is resolution 2023-445, resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Asbury Park referring an accessory dwelling unit ADU ordinance to the city of Asbury Park planning board and directing the planning board to take certain actions pursuant to the New Jersey municipal land use law. Do I have a motion?
Move it. Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-448, resolution authorizing the purchase of tires needed for the John Deere front loader at DPW.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-449, resolution authorizing emergency sprinkler replacement needed at the wastewater treatment plant.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-450, a resolution authorizing an annual service agreement with Power DMS for the police department.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-451, resolution awarding the contract to Millennium Communications Group for emergency camera repairs needed at the boardwalk.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-452, resolution canceling balances of general capital, transportation capital, and beach capital improvement authorizations.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-453, resolution authorizing a substantial amendment to the city's community development block grant annual action plans for fiscal years 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022 for the HUD activities administered by the City of Asbury Park's Department of Community Development Block Grant Program.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-454, resolution authorizing submission of grant application to the United States Department of Justice, Office of Justice Programs, Bureau of Justice Assistance Grant Funding under the 2023 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance JAG program.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-455, resolution approving a payment to JCP&L for work related to the electrical service connections in support of the the new Asbury Park Fire Department headquarters.
Move it.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-456, resolution of the City of Asbury Park referring the proposed redevelopment plan for 1201 Memorial Drive, City of Asbury Park, Monmouth County, Block 203, Lot 5, dated September 21, 2023, in accordance with the local redevelopment and housing law, NJSA 48:12A. Do I have a motion?
Move it. Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-457 has been removed from tonight's agenda. We are now on to ordinances for second reading, public hearing. I have an ordinance 2023-29. It's an ordinance establishing a restricted parking space for use by handicapped persons in the City of Asbury Park and amending and supplementing Section 7-36 entitled Handicap Parking of Chapter 7 Traffic of the revised general ordinances of the City of Asbury Park, New Jersey. Do we have an overview?
This is just an ordinance to establish a handicap parking place on Deal Lake Drive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2023-29.
Move to open.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing on ordinance 2023-29 is now open. If any member of the public wishes to speak on ordinance 2023-29, only please use the microphone.
Seeing none, motion to close.
Second.
All in favor? Public hearing on ordinance 2023-29 is now closed. I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2023-29.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
If no one has anything else, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.